So here's a quick post meditation on the brain waves. Okay, so we've learned beta, alpha, theta, delta, and what we want to do is borderline up here, down beta, and the upper registers of alpha on a daily basis so that we're staying more even toned and controlling what's happening within our body, which affects everything in the exterior, the outer walls of our physical demographics. It affects everything. So when I'm talking about dipping and moving, so let me give you an example. When you're doing the meditation, once you do it once or twice, I want you to turn it off and I want you to practice on your own. Being in beta, getting yourself into alpha, and then really getting yourself that lower registers of alpha, upper registers of theta. So it's almost like beta, alpha, delta. See what I mean? It's exaggeration. Beta, alpha, theta. Just like that. You can look that sexy. All right, so you want to command. So while you're in the upright position and you're going at it with life, and life is going at it with you, you're going to what? Stop, drop, sit, connect with your breath, become aware, and be the commander. Whoa, I'm in these upper registers of beta. Whoa, doggy, incoming, and I got to put output, and okay, let's bring it down. Yeah, there we go. I'm intentionally stop, drop, sitting, getting in touch with my breath, connecting with my awareness, and bringing it down. And based on what it is you got to do, you're going to get onto what? You're going to get onto this landing area as fast as you can from beta, from up there at beta. You're going to get on this landing and you're going to get on down here to these registers here. And this is where you want to maintain the daily membrane. Yes, this is what you wear. This is what and where you want to be. It's how you want to feel. Then when you're selecting a time frame where you can go into a sort of a meditative state without dipping so far into here or spending an hour doing it, you're going to kind of come on down into these registers. And so you're just kind of right in here, not quite on that landing strip, but on that landing strip. You're going to hover right there. And then you're going to decide how much theta you want to go into. And of course, delta would be, all right, that's when you wouldn't be able to hold yourself up. So it's super important to understand you are in the driver's seat. You are the commander. And you can command these waves without going, I need a whole hour. And so when people know that it's going to take up too much time, you're not going to devote the time, nor will you be consistent with it. So Spirit has shown me how to go from these upper registers of beta, get down to that landing area of alpha, beta, and then to get into my alpha, connect here. Again, still fully aware of what's going on up here, but I don't need to be up there. I don't need to be up here in this fight or flight and freezing up of my systems. I don't need to be there. I can have more of an impact if I get to below beta, just into that alpha relaxation. And I can coast there throughout my day. And whenever I catch myself up here or way over there and not knowing I need to bring it back in, I need to bring it back in, and I need to get into my alpha. I need to take control of this vehicle and command. Let me step down off this ladder into my alpha creative modes. The whole juices of creativity and relaxation are upon my person. And then as often as I can during the day, I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to get from that alpha right on down there to that landing stop area, borderline theta, where I'm like, and theta is more like when you're in that food coma. Yeah, when you're in that food coma where you're like, because all the blood is in your stomach trying to digest whatever the hell you got from the local buffets from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a few days before that's still in your system. So you're sort of in that, hey man, peace out. Hey. So you really can't function so well when you're that low. So you want to come up a couple registers and get to the upper registers of the alpha, low beta, so you can get your day done with more glory and more joy and more juice. That's productive, positive, and still keeping you in the lane of love. So you're not reactive. You're more allowing things to respond with grace and ease. Then when you're ready, put the timer on and then just say, okay, I've got 10 minutes and I'm going to command, I'm going to feel my body. Just going to feel it. Dip, dip, dip. Dip, 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 dip. Oh, there I am. And then you're just going to stay in that position for however long you can without dipping so low where it's like, oh God, back out in the real world again, right? But it's during that dip time, right there at that landing of the delta alpha, where you can start having dialogue with your inner self, your divinity of who you are. And then start beginning to pay attention to how the communication's coming. Is it pictures in your head? Is it voices? Is it ideas? Is it talking to you from your physical part? Can you get that comfortable? Can you send your energy to the tightness in your body and let it relax? So more pathways open, things are more free, right? Yeah, things are more free and moving. So if you want a session with this, and I may suggest that you do, info@embodimentofthesoul.com. Let's do a session together. Let's do a couple of them in one session. Let's make sure you got this down pat, because it's going to heighten your awakening. It's going to get you to answers that you have been in search of for quite some time. All right? Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave me a message in the comments. And just know you're walking, living, breathing love.